Hello everyone, Agent Fluffy here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright is Turning Trilogy, Justice for All. Farewell, my Turnabout, part 25. Alrighty, let's continue on with the trial, and I am praying that Gumshoe is gonna be okay. I really hope he pulls through now. After that almost hour-long part. March 23rd, 2:35 p.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3.
Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? It looks like something unexpected just happened to him.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, you can please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note?
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that the suicide note is a forgery. What?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This note was not written by Miss Impacts herself. It is a fake. Oh my god.
Order, Miss Edgeworth, will you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impacts, then who wrote it?
We would need more time to do more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Carita. Mr. Carita? Well. It looks like Miss Impacts never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about Angard. However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Angard could not have known that, and so that fact remained unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it.
That does sound very plausible.
This theory that Angard had no idea that the suicide note was fake, something seems a little wrong with it. Let's present evidence. The defense believes the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Angard to have not known it was a fake. Oh my god. Beep. Spy camera.
What is this I am called again?
A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but...
Oh, that's right. A camera. You kids and your fancy toys nowadays.
Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Angard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. Angard would have known that the victim had forged the note.
Ah! So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Angard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But, Your Honor, it's not that Mr. Angard monitored Mr. Carita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Angard didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth! Why don't you show us some of that proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place?
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like this time it is you who dug his own grave.
As I figured.
Huh? As you figured?
As I figured, it came down to this after all.
Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense.
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Angar's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle.
Well, I agree with you there.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh? Well, that's fine.
However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth stuttering? That's not like him at all.
Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth?
This witness is one who perfectly fits... This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelly De Killer to commit murder? That's impossible! Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this witness?
It's
Yes, go on. Who is it?
the man himself, Mr. Shelly De Killer.
Oh, Mr. De Killer. Wait! Shelly De Killer?
Oh!
You mean the killer? The assassin?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's coming here to the witness stand?
Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission.
Well, Miss Wright?
Yes?
Isn't this alright with you?
Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. Defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is alright to do this.
Very well then, the prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please.
Very good, sir. My name is Shelly De Killer, and I am a professional assassin. I say! What's going on here?
Your Honor,
How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio?
actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. De Killer will testify to this court. So this must be what the urgent phone call he got earlier is about.
Oh no, this will not do. I can't allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. De Killer himself.
Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelly De Killer.
I understand. Please, wait a second.
I'm so hungry. Maya! Maya!
A voice. That's right. Can you confirm anything for this?
The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly De Killer.
It looks like we have rounded to yet another expected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so...
Now then, witness, there is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
And what would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Walcarita, is this correct?
It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Carita.
Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well. This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream.
Shelly De Killer. What is he going to say?
There's something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I'm here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Mr. De Killer seems to be a very clever man. I have always said that he seems to be mocking us.
While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. De Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He always stood by this one belief.
You mean about this trust between his client and himself, then? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. I am going to save here. Oh, whoops. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please tell us your clients?
I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means?
Sorry. Go on.
Well, it passes one witness you can't badge, Mr. Wright.
It's only because you don't know about my situation. The trust between you and your client? Oh, whoops. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner.
In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome. And that's why you're testifying in this manner? This is the first time one of my clients have ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the De Killer name so my clients can trust me.
But couldn't someone stab me in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did...
Yes?
That person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly... That's enough! Please, no more! Very well, it was only a hypothetical anyway.
That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you are about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them.
It doesn't matter to me.
This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role.
Their role?
This person tried to implicate another in the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
Who gave you a right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die? Oh my god!
I don't know! I didn't say anything!
The judge has better watch himself. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client! I'm afraid I cannot do that.
I still have a few things to say before I do.
Ah, that egomaniacal! It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all that extra fluff. Just tell us the name already! Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're gonna have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know. Let's see. Let's see. The trust between you and your client? I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. There are the roles and duties an assassin and his clients ought to carry out. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client has already broken the rules. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can betray this person? I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role. Just my luck, an assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? The case just keeps getting better and better. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think. Really? In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. And that's the reason I'm here today on this witness stand. Now then, I do believe it's about time I reveal the name of my client, don't you agree? Oh. Okay, I should save first. Let's go ahead and do that.
Where is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask him, Mr. Wright, then I will.
Witness.
What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Carita? That person's name is... Adrian Andrews.
What? Well, witness! That's not what you told me it was earlier.
Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, Ms. Adrian Andrews.
What?
This can't be. On the phone earlier. What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. De Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. De Killer told him a different name. Matt on guard, perhaps? This is outrageous! I was deceived! This witness is telling a very serious lie.
But you only wanted to summon this witness.
You, Shelly De Killer! My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is not on guard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Wow. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided a suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. De Killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that means that Mr. Battleguard is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please, continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Mayor, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going, On Guard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And On Guard, my client, I know he's guilty. Oh my god. Can I live with myself if I win this?
Who would have believed the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelly De Killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me! Listen, everyone, please! That testimony just now, it was all one big lie. Miss Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you had to believe me. It was horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. De Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client.
No, that's not true.
Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. A knife and button donning the nickel samurai costume.
But that's...
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impacts was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No. Mr. Wright!
Huh?
You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. Yes, I know the truth.
Miss Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask your defense for any final words or opinions.
I have to decide. Do I take not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Oh my fucking lord. Request the trial to continue. Phoenix. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept it not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Matt on guard is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I know better than on guard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I had to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth I now know the real truth. He could have gotten on guard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought of it. I never thought about it until now. I trust him? Yes, you do.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. De Killer.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But, that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth, that is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well. The trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. De Killer.
Right away, Your Honor.
Has a verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
About?
All you need from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are. That's how things are usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done?
But what shall we ever testify about now?
Mr. De Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? This is about my client part 2.
As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and to enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carrera was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. This is a most unexpected turn of events for the, 5th time now. However, this time, everything has finally been revealed. Objection! Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have the cross-examining to do. We still have the cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the defense will question the witness, as I have a choice here. Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose. I don't understand what's going on anymore. Me too, Your Honor. Me too. That makes the two of us. Well, three of us, including me. Let's save. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. What is it, Mr. Wright? If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicion on his end. I have to do something that wastes more time. Witness, about requesting a hit. Yes? How much is your fee? I see you're also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. No, I'm not thinking of hiring Mr. Wright. Yes? You want to kill me? You want me dead, don't you? What? Why would you think something like that, Your Honor? Guilty, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You are hereby declared guilty. Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not? I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Yeah. Well, a change in occupation might be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party. That goes without saying, Mr. De Killer. And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time, though they could run away from their guilt. Okay. Are you talking about the button in the knife? Oh my god, why did I press the wrong button? Yes, in my business card. Oh, this card. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible. You try to make things easy? My business card makes it very easy to identify who carries out this service. He's pretty devoted to his work. But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight, that's something I cannot overlook. It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here.
Alright, I'm gonna end this part right here. So, this has been Agent Fluffy, and I will see you guys next time, and in the next part, I am going to continue cross-examining Shelly De Killer right here. And, yeah, this has been Agent Fluffy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hey everyone, Agent Fluffy here, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me even more, feel free to support my Patreon. The links are right here.